Okay, so I'm like gonna tell this like tale, and it's a tale of like these three adventurers. One was a wizard, and his name was Wog the wizard. One was a priest, and he had healing powers, and his name was Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, that was his name. The final one was a soldier, no, like a warrior, more of a warrior than a soldier. Like, he used to be a soldier, but he escaped from the army, went on a bunch of quests, saved a bunch of people, got a load of gold, you know, he's an all-around great soldier turned warrior, and his name was Warwick the Warrior. And they went on this adventure to, wait. And so they decided to go on their big adventure, and their aim was to travel to the center of the earth. And so they got this. They hired out like a self-digging machine that just had all these little robots that were digging constantly, and they were just like, and then they like dug until they hit this like metal thing, and they all malfunctioned and died. So then the adventure team, that's what they're called, the adventure team, they got like harnesses, they put on harnesses, and they belayed down into the hole, and then they got to this metal plate. That was strong metal. Luckily, they had a grenade, so they threw the grenade at the floor and it exploded, and they fell through into a swimming pool. And it's giant wiggly worms, pink glutinous worms. Wow. And there was like a servant worm, a jester worm, who was like flipping around, doing star jumps, doing some Pilates, making hoops out of his worm body, wiggling around, slithering, you know, doing all the cool wormy things that a worm can do for laughs and shits and giggles and just general good times. And then the biggest, brightest corner of the room, in a halo of holy, spiritual, ethereal light, lied the Worm King and Queen, masters of the universe, even though they were just worms. But what the adventurer didn't realize is the worms are actually just normal-sized worms, but they're magic worms, and they'd shrunk them to their size. So then when they kicked them out, they were all eaten by big beetles. And, you know, I was the one who had to tell the wife and kids about that, of the brave adventurers. Like, that's not something you really want to have to experience. Like, the look on their faces when they just know that the worms did this to their family. They broke them apart, the worms, like, and it's just got too much, like. So I'm gonna attach, like, I'm gonna sellotape all this, like, nitroglycerin and, what else can I sellotape? What's the one that burns through cars? Ethanol, TNT and love, and nitroglycerin. And then I'm gonna just, like, knock on the little door of the worm castle, and they'll go in, they'll serve me tea, then boom! All the fucking worms die. I've got my revenge, even though it costed my life. I know I'm going up to heaven for performing such a brave act, and I'm gonna get all the fucking pussy, and the dead people pussy, and maybe a few cocks a few times, just to see what it's like. Cause, you know, you gotta know what it's like, really. You just gotta have that one time. But mainly just the pussy and lots of chocolate cake, but you never get fat. All the sweets I want, but you never get fat, and that's what's gonna happen.